Y'all, so today I was supposed to get my hair done, and as y'all can see, it's not rebraided, and it frustrated me because, she was kind of pushing back the time instead of just saying, hey, today got away from me and I really need to reschedule. I'm still extending, a level of grace, and ultimately I ended up telling her, it's okay, don't worry about it. And then after I told her, don't worry about it, I did send her a message letting her know that it was inconvenient. She could have just communicated all of the things because this isn't the first time she's done my hair and we have a pretty decent relationship. So my son goes, oh, what happened to the lady? It's, and he's a time person. So he's looking at the clock. It's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock, and I said, you know what? I told her it's okay because I'm not going to be sitting up waiting on getting my hair done at midnight. And that's nothing that I'm ever going to do if I don't have to. And so he's like, well, that's inconvenient and that's inconsiderate. And, he's expressing all of his feelings. And I was like, you're absolutely correct. Those are the things. And I did express that to her. However, we don't understand what's going on in people's lives. And so if we choose to, as believers, for me and in my household, we're going to learn how to extend grace to people. Now, extending grace does not mean that you do not hold people accountable, nor does it mean that there's always going to be reconciliation. It means that I'm choosing to hear what you're saying. If you're choosing to take responsibility, which is a level of accountability, then that's great. And I'm going to accept the apology and I'm going to move on. Now, every time someone takes accountability, that doesn't mean that there's going to be reconciliation. But in this case, because like I said, we have history and I do understand where she is right now, I did let her know you have to work on your communication skills because this is unacceptable. And so I explained that to him. Y'all, 40 minutes later, he comes back. I'm sorry that this happened to you, but da-da-da-da-da. So he's going back and forth about it again. And I said, you know what, let me stop you right there. I said, the experience didn't happen to you. Therefore, you're coming with secondary offense. You're offended because I'm offended. I said, and I'm not even offended. I'm frustrated because I could have done something else with my time today. I said, but this is a lesson for you that if something happens to someone else and it doesn't happen to you, you can empathize with an individual, but that does not mean you carry their offense. And I feel like this is a critical lesson, not just for parents to teach their children, but for all of us to learn. So many of us are walking around with secondary offense because of things that happen to other people. And then we miss out on opportunity or experiences or relationships with certain people because of what happened to someone else. So at all costs, if you are desiring to reconcile with the individual and they accept the responsibility, they take accountability for what they did, do so and move on and do not harbor unforgiveness. And if you are someone who is in proximity to someone that something happened to, do not take on the experience of someone else as your own. Let them think for themselves. Be there for them if they need you to be, but do not step into that role of taking on secondary offense.